becoming that stagnant is really, it's really stealing a lot of people's greatness, and it's really stealing a lot of people who could be so much more than they believe in themselves right this moment. I can tell you, like, becoming stagnant is where I feel like most people live their entire lives, at least the
Yeah.
greater part of their lives. As children, you're not stagnant. Children, you're moving, you're running, you're playing tag, you're thinking, you're looking at a chair, and it's not a chair, it's a fort. Like, you're engaged, and
Yeah.
you're problem solving, and you're creating, right?
Hmm.
And then you come to an age, and generally it's as you get older and the responsibilities start to fall more onto you rather than your parents, is when that slowly but surely kind of drifts away. And some people, just maybe based off leadership or the family members they're around or the friends that they hold, they're able to keep moving and growing because of the surroundings that they put themselves into, right? But there's a
Yep.
lot of people, what happens is they end up going to school or getting out and getting their first job or what have you, not going to school, whatever you do. And you get into the rat race, right? This whole
Mhm.
race of, like, I got to keep up with who I got to keep up with, like,
Yeah.
and I got to make sure I got food on the table. And so you start to lose that creativity because you become someone who is, their income and their livelihood is predicated on someone else. And that someone else basically uh, becomes someone that tells you what to do, when to do it, how fast to do it, how high to do it, and you comply because they hold something over your head, which is a paycheck that ultimately gets you really not in the zone of creativity and of growth.
Yep.
And so that's an important thing for a lot of you guys that are listening in to be listened to today. That's why I was glad when you told me today what you're going to talk about. I'm like, oh, that's good. It's good stuff. It's not necessarily right off the bat. We're not going to talk about technical lead gen and SEO stuff, but
Yeah.
let's talk about, like, the core, the root, as we like to call it in on our phone call earlier.
Yeah.
And I think that becoming that stagnant is really, it's really stealing a lot of people's greatness, and it's really stealing a lot of people who could be so much more than they believe in themselves right this moment. But like the wheels got to get turning again, and you got to start breaking some of the habits that are holding you back and are holding you in the position that you're in. You got to start finding different friends to surround yourself with. You have to start communicating with people that you've never communicated with before, that are going places or already at those places you want to be at. And I think oftentimes it's so easy when you look at routines and rituals and patterns in people, it's so easy to spot the ones that are detrimental, the ones that are holding people back. But sometimes it's hard to pull them out of those situations until they realize it for themselves.
Yeah.
Right. And
Mhm.
so I think that, this group is really cool because, yeah, we talk about lead gen and we rank websites and it's so dope and we can get leads and sick.
Yeah.
But in reality, this is a group of entrepreneurs.